Tonight at 6, with violent crime continuing to plague our city, swift action is expected from the Louisville mayor, who tonight is now 1 month into office. So WHS 11's Isaiah Kim Martinez asked him for a one-on-one interview today, asking about the federal investigation and its results. Isaiah, he had a lot to say to you.
Well, Doug, yeah, he did. Let's start with the U.S. Department of Justice report. We're in the waiting game now for their findings to be released as Mayor Greenberg settles into his role. Results of a patterns or practices investigation into the Metro LMPD in the wake of Breonna Taylor's death.
Despite being just a month into the job, the stakes for Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg are high, leading a city on the cusp of a decision that could radically impact the future of its police department and its people.
When's the last time you talked to the feds? Have they voiced intentions of giving you a few months in office before dropping that?
I don't know when the DOJ report will be issued. I'm waiting like everybody else. What I can tell you is that Chief Biller and myself are actively working every day to make reforms.
When's the last time you and the chief spoke with DOJ officials? Because there has to be some level of you guys being prepared for when that report comes down, right?
I have not spoken, nor has the chief spoken with anyone from DOJ in weeks.
Is there a reason for that particularly, or?
No, I mean, they are going about doing their investigation. I think, I don't know if they're done with all of their interviews and in city investigatory work. I hope they are, because I want to get the report so that we can move forward as a community. We will know hopefully in the near future. We'll know when you know.
One of Greenberg's top public safety plans introduced during his campaign is a proposal where LMPD would be required to disable confiscated guns before sending them over to Kentucky State Police. They're frequently then put up for auction. The mayor met with both Democrats and Republicans in Frankfort this week.
Have you made any headway? Have you introduced that proposal to them?
Well, we are working through. The state of Kentucky has some very unique and stringent laws when it comes to anything involving firearms. And so we're working through that. It's unfortunately more complicated and more difficult than I thought.
It was just 3 nights ago. Greenberg was face to face with mothers grieving the loss of their children to gun violence.
How often, when you're comforting mothers like that, do you think back to the moment that you were put in danger at the campaign office that day?
Every time, just thinking about how fortunate I am to have survived and to still be here.
One other question you had for him, I know, was the fact that Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher, the former mayor, instituted Kentucky State Police investigating all Metro Police-involved shootings. That came under a lot of fire and criticism. Is Greenberg going to continue that practice?
Doug, the mayor says he supports it as far as the transparency aspect. However, if there is a situation where they urgently need body camera footage out, he says they'll look into it and potentially go from there to get it out sooner for the community.
It's been a quick 30 days. All right. Thank you very much, Isaiah.